Now, let's start the screening of your cheating scene. Once they see this, you won't have any excuses left. I haven't cheated on anyone. Stop this nonsense. Mom caught the evidence with a hidden camera. Look how flustered you are, lol. That's not it. Well, that's fine. Let's all take a look at what's on the screen. Phil, what are you even saying? Let's see how you, with all that cabaret experience, try to lure men in, shall we? My name is Amanda. I'm a 28-year-old office worker. I married Bob 3 years ago. After getting married, we started living with Bob's parents. We should save money for our own house by living at my parents' place. Is it really saving if we live together? We have to contribute to the household expenses, right? We were asked to chip in for household expenses by Bob's parents. It's just common sense. You only need to pay your share of the expenses. I don't have to pay anything since it's my house. So, I'm the only one spending more. I'll save up. Didn't you save a lot when you worked as a hostess, right? It'll work out. I did that only when I was struggling to pay for college. I'm just a regular office worker now. I've only saved a little. Toe, you were so cute back then. Bob, you're not still hanging around bars, are you? I don't. I'm all about you now, Amanda. Before getting married, I worked at a bar. A friend persuaded me, and I only worked there for a short time. I did earn good money, and I believe it was a worthwhile experience. Now, I've found a job I love and work in an office. However, some people in society look down on women who have worked in such businesses. Bob's mother, in particular, had strong prejudices. Living with Bob's parents, there were many clashes with my nagging Mill. Amanda, isn't that skirt a bit too short? What's the purpose of going to work dressed like that? Here we go again. Trying to control my irritation, I responded, it's not too short, it's average. Please stop commenting on my attire every morning. Oh, I'm just worried where you might be heading off to for work. Thinking you might go back to bar work or something. There's no such thing. I find my current job fulfilling. Oh, I'm going to be late. See you. My Mill often made derogatory remarks about me, especially regarding my past bar job. Mill's comments are getting worse. It's because you told her about my bar job. Tell her to stop picking on me. Picking on? That's an exaggeration. Anyway, I'm going with my buddies to watch a live concert out of town tomorrow. If you have money for that, you should be saving. Did you forget the reason we're living with your parents? Yak. How I spend my money is my business. Even though I contribute to the household expenses from my salary, Bob just keeps spending money on fun. The affection between my husband and me gradually faded away. Moreover, the demands for living expenses from my Mill became increasingly intense. Amanda, we need to replace the fridge. Can you give me $1,000? $1,000? That's not an amount I can easily hand over. And there's nothing wrong with our fridge. It's because you guys are living with us. The fridge is filling up and it's raising the electricity bill. We need to get an energy-saving one. Then another time. Mill, have you seen my bag? Oh, that flashy designer bag. I thought the design was so tacky that I sold it to a thrift shop. That's terrible. Why would you do that? It was mine. Selling someone else's belongings is basically stealing. Stealing? Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? I'm just putting up with you, an ex-nightclub girl. A simple tote bag should be enough for a daughter-in-law. You don't need designer stuff. Like this, my Mill's bullying towards me escalated day by day. Bob never took my side. My Phil was all about work and indifferent to family matters. I deeply regretted this living situation. I used my own car to commute. On my way home from work, I occasionally gave a lift to my boss who lived nearby. He was a man, 5 years older than me. He was strict at work but had a calm and friendly demeanor. He was someone I could rely on and would listen to my work-related concerns. However, having seen me driving with my boss, my Mill started making unreasonable accusations. I saw you in the car with a man. No wonder, with your nightclub background. Can't stop chasing men, can you? What are you talking about? He's a colleague from my office. There's nothing going on between us. Stop with the lame excuses. You're betraying Bob. You're a horrible woman. Due to my Mill's fuss, Bob began to doubt me too. Hey, is what Mom's saying true? Are you cheating on me? Why would you even say that, Bob? Being suspected of cheating by Bob was heartbreaking. If you're cheating, maybe I should do it too. Bob smirked as he said that. Are you serious? You think I'm cheating? If you aren't cheating, you wouldn't get so defensive, would you? Bob, that's cruel. My love for Bob had completely cooled off. From then on, I refused to give my mill money for anything other than basic living expenses. I need $500 for the neighborhood association expenses. I'm not part of the neighborhood association, so I won't contribute. I won't allow that. Hand over the money now. I don't need your permission. I won't give money for unclear purposes anymore. Do you even know your place? I can kick you out of this house. If you want me to leave, I'll go. That's fine by me. Humph. You're so insolent. Just wait, I muttered as I watched my mill walk away. What does she spend all that money on? Recently, my mill seemed to be living more lavishly, with heavy makeup and dressing much younger than her age. I suspect the money she demands from me is likely used to buy her luxuries. After moving in, I found out that my wealthy Phil was already giving us enough money for our living expenses. This meant all the money I gave went solely to my mill's personal use. I knew that Mill just wanted me around as her cash cow. As a golden crane, I knew that my mill really wanted me to stay here. She treated me like an ATM. Bob was often out having fun, and neither seemed interested in saving money. I was miserable, wondering how long I'd have to endure this life. Sometime later, I went to work in the afternoon on my day off. Surprisingly, Mill took my car early in the morning, filled it up with gas, and even washed it. You're working on your day off. That's tough. Have a good day. It felt creepy. I was convinced she was up to something. Thus, my Mill, in a good mood, saw me off to work. I returned home in the evening to find that Mill was out at a beauty salon. Bob had taken my car out for fun. Left behind, I prepared dinner for my Phil, and me ate together. So, how are things with Mill lately? What do you mean? Never mind, I sighed. Oh Amanda, turn on the TV. Yay, okay. He was engrossed in a baseball game on TV and seemed indifferent to me. Nice guy, but he's probably clueless about our deteriorating home life. I sighed. The next day was a vacation, so I slept in the morning. Bob and Mill had both been out late, so they were still asleep, giving me a quiet morning. In the afternoon, Mill woke up and started doing something on her laptop in the living room. Bob sat next to her. They were whispering and smirking. I had a bad feeling about this. Do you know what this is, Amanda? It looks like a video camera. Ding ding. Now, what do you think is on this? I have no idea. Plug this in here. Here, look at the computer screen. Hey Dad, come on, sit over here. My Phil curiously sat down on the couch at my Mill's urging. My Mill announced to us in high spirits. Now, let's start the screening of your cheating scene. What? You can't deny it now. I've done no such thing. Stop this nonsense. Mom caught the evidence with a hidden camera. Look how flustered you are, LOL. You're wrong. Well, isn't it fine? Let's all take a look at what's on the screen. Even you, Phil. What are you saying? Let's see how you, with all that cabaret experience, try to lure men in, shall we? I had done nothing wrong. My Mill confidently began playing the video, but as expected, there was nothing unusual. It was just a continuous clip of me driving. That's Amanda, isn't it? Inside the car. Always being a safe driver, huh? My Phil commented with a hint of boredom. Mill, looking flustered, began to fast forward the video. Oh, where's that shameless footage? I'm certain I saw it. Upon operating the computer, the next scene showed a woman, with her back to the camera, being embraced by a man, and written in an indecent manner. Mill started explaining with a smug look. Look, everyone, see for yourselves. This is who she really is. Oh my, look at her go. My FIL's voice grew stern. Guys, is that Amanda? What's the meaning of this? We won't tolerate any betrayal. Cheaters can leave. My eyes widened in shock. Bob made a strange jack sound. Then, the man covering the woman in the video lifted his face. It was my husband, Bob. What? Bob? Who is this woman? Whoa, wait. Stop the video. It was a disgusting video of Bob in my car engaging in an act with his unfaithful partner. Last night after I got home from work, Bob had met with this woman. My Mill must have watched only a part of the footage from the hidden camera she installed and mistaken the woman in the footage, who was my husband's mistress, for me. Bob. What the hell, you bastard? Bob. Isn't that woman Miranda, who used to work with me at the same bar back in the day? I recognized the woman, with her hair thrown back wildly, who was with my cheating husband. I remember she and Bob were close, but I never expected them to have such a scandalous relationship after we got married. Seeing Bob, who was squatting in silence, my Mill said, Bob, maybe it's Amanda's fault. With her skinny body, it's no wonder you'd look at other women. At my Mill's outrageous words, I lost my temper. I pulled out another camera from my purse. Everyone, what do you think is on this video? Both my Mill and Bob and my Phil looked stunned by my sudden move. I unplugged my Mill's video from the laptop and connected mine. This video has footage from the car every week on the nights after my Mill would go to the beauty salon. Yes, I knew. I knew why my Mill had been trying to look younger and spending money lavishly. I had installed hidden cameras in my car on the days I suspected my Mill might borrow it. Now, let's start the screening of my Mill's affairs. Please, stop. The footage showed a shocking scene of my Mill clinging to a young man who looked like a gigolo and undressing him. My Mill was shouting inappropriate words. Oh, you're so adorable. You're the best, Mom. What the heck is going on here? You shameless people. No, you got it wrong. This is just a misunderstanding. Mill, you're the one who needs to leave, LOL. And that marked the end of my bitter marital life. Afterwards, my husband and I got divorced. I also talked with Bob's mistress, Miranda. Bob had told Miranda, Amanda is cheating too, so we're even. Bob told me he had evidence of your affair. He lied. Miranda, you had an affair with a married man. There's a price to pay for that. Huh. I never liked you. You left the nightlife and now have a daytime job. It's ironic that your husband cheated on you. I decided to demand a lump sum payment as compensation for the affair from Miranda. Meanwhile, my Mill had been having repeated affairs through dating apps. Getting money from me seemed to have been the gateway, and she became more and more addicted. My Mill was told to divorce by my Phil and was kicked out of the house along with Bob. Bob and my Mill apparently moved into Miranda's apartment. Why do I have to take care of this old lady? Old lady? How mean. We have nowhere else to go. Besides, this happened because our affair was exposed. Let's help each other out. Why does the old lady have to come along? Miranda became more hostile towards my Mill when she learned it was her fault that I found out about the affair. Every day, my Mill would call my Phil, crying and complaining about Miranda. I still visit my father-in-law from time to time, so I heard about their current situation. Bob has been working day and night, juggling multiple jobs to pay off the debt from the compensation. My Mill got a job as a cleaner at the bar where Miranda works. It's ironic that my Mill, who always looked down on bars, ended up working there. I've continued with my current job even after the divorce. Overcoming the tough experience of divorce, I've focused on my work every day. All my efforts were recognized, and I've been promoted to a supervisor position recently. I'm grateful to my boss who has supported me. Lately, my boss invited me for a private dinner. I've had enough of men, but I also believe I can't dwell on the past forever. Maybe going on a date just once might be okay. I've been thinking about it.